I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of this crap right here. We're all privileged that God even lets us grace this earth because he could have easily blazed us up like Sodom and Gomorrah, extra crispy without a second thought, but he didn't. Instead, the Alpha and Omega sent Jesus Christ to take on the cross for all of our filthy sins. So it's about time these folks wake up for real.
We need to recognize our privilege and practice humility.
The concept of white...
Wait a second, we're going to start this off with Hillary Clinton talking about privilege and humility. Are you kidding me? The nerve of Hillary Clinton, the same privileged Hillary that escaped charges for Benghazi, Travelgate, Vince Foster's death. Also, when she was a senator, she accomplished absolutely nothing. Not a single piece of landmark legislation or anything to her name. And on top of that, she's a chronic habitual liar. Every scandal that ever has surrounded her, she's escaped it and even lied under oath. So that Hillary, she's talking about privilege? No, Hillary privilege, not white privilege.
We need to recognize our privilege and practice
Lady,
humility.
you need to look in the mirror.
The concept of white
Humble
privilege
yourself.
has become an important bulwark of the Democratic Party's ideology and was discussed in nearly every Democratic debate. I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm in Kansas City at a white privilege conference. What is white privilege, you may ask? I don't know. Let's find out.
Don't exist.
This white privilege conference had over 1,000 attendees, many of them educators. Do you think that it's fair to say all white people in this country have white privilege?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Do all white people have white privilege?
Yes.
I feel myself having it every day.
The country is founded on white supremacy and that persists today.
Hyper aware, feel super guilty all the time.
But that white people in this country generally are
For
prejudiced?
what?
I'd go further and say we're all racist.
Is it fair to say that all white people are racist throughout the country?
Yes, absolutely.
Not just the South.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it's okay to be like, oh, all white people do this, or white people are X, and especially in a negative light.
Is it wrong to judge people collectively?
Yes.
Is it wrong to judge people collectively?
It's wrong to judge everyone collectively. You know?
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. No one's a monolith.
That's wrong to judge people collectively, right?
To judge people? Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously. Tell me about some of the white privileges that you have.
So it's wrong to judge people collectively, but all white people are racist. All white people have a certain privilege. I didn't own slaves. You probably didn't own slaves. Slavery can date all the way, it's talked about biblically. It dates all the way back to the beginning of time. Have we all committed things that we would like to take back? Absolutely. But it's in the past. It's behind us. You can't change it. You can't do anything about it. So you need to focus on what you got now. My man, you can see this sums up his whole existence. He's rocking a Black Lives Matter pin. All lives matter, my man. All lives. So don't try to cater to this woke society. Don't try to virtue signal. No, everybody has a privilege. If you're in America, you have it far better off than 99% of the countries out there. And I know that's not an accurate statistical fact. I'm just tossing out a number, just being vague. But the fact that we can have these interviews out in public, the fact that we can practice whatever religion we want to and speak how we want to, carry a gun, just, right now we still can. What are these people smoking? What are they on? This is not a fact. These people are asleep. He's even rocking a key tag that says got privilege. No. You got privilege. I got privilege. Black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, don't matter what color pigmentation you got, all privileged. We're all blessed by God, created in God's image. What are these people? My goodness, man, bring this thing back. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all, but this infuriates me. She was real quick to say, yeah, I got privilege. No. You don't. You do not understand.
To judge people? Yeah.
Obviously. Tell me about some of the white privileges that you have encountered over the past, let's say today.
You're talking about me as a white man today?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I don't know if I could give you examples.
Not really today, but maybe. Sorry, I'm not good at thinking.
Like today, what white privilege have you come across?
She said, not today. I'm not really good at thinking. And that pretty much sums the whole entire woke culture of people right there. That I'm not good at thinking. Yes, I digress. My goodness. I gotta see that again. She really said that. Just out in the open.
Really
God
today,
bless her
but
soul.
maybe. Sorry, I'm not good at thinking.
You need to get good at thinking before you open your mouth.
I sat in my room until 12:30 this morning.
What are some of the white privilege things you came across, let's say today?
Today?
Yeah.
I mean, just being in the world.
Is it fair to say that on a daily basis,
you got that
black
right,
people
all
around
of
this
us.
country face obstacles because of white privilege?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
White supremacy as an institution punishes black folk in
How?
a way.
Daily.
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Every day.
How black people are consumed with this day to day, and they deal with this issue day to day.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I think that's just so
Y'all hear the
obvious.
squeaker
that
tone?
If you're not admitting that, you're blinding yourself to reality.
Are you a professor?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense now.
In fact, when we go to the airport, I walk with her. My wife's black, so I'll have my hand on her so that people see that I'm with her. I extend my white privilege over to her.
Now I'm here in Harlem in front of the Jack.
That ain't racist. You want people to see that you're a white man, you got a black wife. You're basically putting your wife on display because of her skin tone and not the fact that you love her, that she's your woman, that you're ride or die. Based on her appearance, these people really got it twisted. They, my goodness. I just want to know, I'm even 25% black, irrelevant at the end of the day. It really does not matter what your pigmentation is, but we'll go along with it. I just want to know, when did my white privilege card get revoked? Probably when I became an adult and actually, had to take responsibility, go out there, work hard for the things that I want. That's when I think my white privilege card expired. So I'd like it back if it exists, but to me, it's a fake facade. It's not actual reality. These people are just catering to emotions, to the media, whatever they're being fed, they're digesting it completely, just being spoon fed time and time again, full buffet mode, no logical thinking, no critical thinking skills whatsoever, just virtue signal.
Now I'm here in Harlem in front of the Jackie Robinson housing projects to ask residents what they think of white privilege. Do you know what the concept of white privilege is?
Oh boy.
The concept of
White privilege.
privileges.
Yeah. Ever hear that?
I've heard of it, but I don't think about it.
When you wake up in the morning, do you immediately think about and are consumed with the idea of white privilege?
No.
You don't think about that all day long, every day? No?
No, I'm not consumed with it at all.
I teach students I'm not consuming anything except for runny noses and pencils.
My mom didn't raise me to view color as the object of anything.
Do you wake up
Amen,
every day
sister.
thinking,
Amen.
I am not going to succeed today because of white privilege?
No, obviously not.
You just count the
I'm my
money.
own businessman.
Would you even think it's damaging to tell your kids and teach your kids, if you're a black kid, that you're not going to succeed in life because you have
Of course.
white privilege?
Of course. It makes them think, okay, well, I'm going to be nothing. If I want to be a doctor, I can't even do that anymore. It gives them no hope.
Color ain't stopped nothing. I mean, it's a myth.
It's America. If you're
Spot
willing
on.
to put forth an effort, you'll do what you got to do.
I got kids in here, man, that's lawyers, doctors. They grew up out of this building.
I know it sounds cliche, but I can accomplish anything.
If you let something stop you, then that's you. Me, I ain't let nothing stop me.
My daughter is graduating at the top of her class.
I'll say to them, how many black people do you know?
Do you think that sometimes white people just kind of shut up a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. That white people should definitely shut the f up.
We white Americans need to do a better job of listening when African Americans talk.
I'm back. White
Oh,
privilege alone
Lord.
is not enough
Good
for me to
night.
make these videos.
Oh, shout out to Ami Horowitz, man. These people are absolutely off the rocker. If you're over the age of 18, it's not based on your skin tone. It's not based on your gender, male and female. There's only two, by the way. If you got it twisted and you think you can change it, you got a whole nother set of mental illness and confusion going on. You need to get right with the Lord and, realize that God created all men and women in his image. So what's going on right here in society? I think if I learned anything from this interview right here, anything at all, it's that the people in the beginning are the real racists pretending that they are not racist, trying to cater to this stuff because they, I don't really know, man. I'm actually a little bit confused. I need to take a second to digest, take a breath, and then we'll talk about this. I'm gonna just get straight to the point and be blunt. There's one race, the human race. All of us watching this video, we're all humans. Whether you laughed at it, you took it serious, you bought into what they were feeding you, everything and anything these kind of people at the beginning tell you is a divisive plan to keep on dividing society. And they've succeeded in some realms, but we got to get it back. We as a society will continue to do this merry-go-round sort of style of arguing until there are faith-based leaders from in the government, communities, schools, just all around. We need faith-based leaders based in truth, the foundation of the Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. Otherwise, this hate and division and all of the nonsense that we just saw will continue to fuel Satan to use his abilities to separate us and ultimately destroy us if we keep letting this right here happen. But convincing someone to feel guilty for something they didn't do is a ploy that cult leaders use to manipulate and control their followers. And that's what's going on. You see people like Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton. It's a bunch of nonsense and rhetoric that they're pushing that doesn't actually exist. Because when they were interviewing actual black folks out there in the streets, they were like, white privilege, that don't exist. If I want to go get something, if I want to work for something, nobody's holding me down. Nobody's suppressing me. I just got to put in that effort. And if I don't, I'm not going to get where I want to be. That goes for men, women, black, white, Puerto Rican, green, yellow, purple. It don't matter what color pigmentation you have. I can keep saying it time and time again until somebody understands it. Most of y'all probably watching this video understand you have common sense, logic, reasonable thinking, but this right here is ridiculous. And then they sidetrack themselves and talk out the side of their neck when then they say white people need to shut up and they don't realize they're white. Then they also say that we got all this privilege and all this stuff. But if you got all this privilege, what are you doing to give back your privilege? Are you going to hand it back, or you just say it to try to please somebody and then continue about your day? So if you really honestly feel like you're in a place that's above somebody, that you have some sort of unfair advantage, unfair level of society that the next person doesn't have based on their skin tone, are you going to give it back? You're just going to keep taking advantage of it, keep talking down to it, because that just makes you even more of a scumbag, in my opinion. It's almost like Martin Luther King Jr. was right when he said people should be judged by the content of their character, what's in their heart, not the color of their skin. I think MLK said it best. And 60 years later, we need to get back to that sort of thinking, that sort of way of living. But these people are just painting these narratives, just wanting to separate because they don't know the Lord. They don't fear the Lord. They just want to, I don't know what the deal is. I can't say that I have that same mindset. I don't know why they do what they do, but you got to continue to pray for them, y'all. And I know I've been laughing a lot throughout this whole video, but I'm going to dish out a solution. I personally think, and I know, we need to be Christian. I'm not talking about partisan to Republican, Democrat, liberal, or conservative. I'm talking about being partisan to the one true king on the throne, the way of life that's fueled and informed by love, not division, not basing things on characteristics, physical appearance, anything like that, because none of that stuff matters. None of that stuff is relevant. Has there been past and sin in history? Absolutely, on all sides, on all fronts, yours and mine alike. I didn't own slaves, so I shouldn't have to pay for it. Trying to be made guilty for something that I didn't actually contribute to, that's wrong. I will never get on board with it. But we need to love as he loved us. That's Jesus Christ. That's God the Father, who sent his one and only son because he felt so bad for us. Again, like I said at the beginning, he could have erased all of this, just like he did back in the flood days. He said, you know what, Noah, hop in that ark, take these things with you specifically, and I'm wiping this out because these people are evil to the core. And if that's what society wants to happen again, they're on the right track. Keep on doing what you're doing, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna continue to push the fact that the bridge between our differences and personal perspectives is love. That's how we unite and truly come together and stop basing the way we walk every single day on what somebody looks like, because people can't be united in peace trying to chase politicians and all of this nonsense based on who gets you amped up, fired up, upset, and angry. It just doesn't work like that. So from this moment on, pray for all people, liberal, conservative, and everyone in between, and love your neighbor as yourself. But y'all know me, I like to talk. I can rant on this stuff all day. Shout out to Ami Horowitz again, and everybody who at least took part in this interview. Everybody, whether you said some crazy off the wall stuff or not, I appreciate you for at least stepping up to the mic and sharing your opinion or somebody else's opinion that you just spilled out because the sound is sweet. Either way though, I want to hear your thoughts down below. Comment them. Let's be respectful, civil, and we can all have differing opinions. Y'all know how I roll. We all got opinions, a few of them. Everybody's got a few, like elbows. That's just how it is. That's how God blessed us to be. So let's keep this conversation rolling. If you like these sort of videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all future videos I post. Share this video for comedy purposes, for whatever you got from it, whether you agree or disagree with my take on it. Also, go show my wife some love and buy one or a few of these awesome Faith Can Move Mountain shirts. That's what Jesus said in Matthew 17, verse 20 through 21. It's over on her Etsy store. I'll link it down below. And I got to share that biblical verse with you just because it's Jesus speaking. So he said, truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. That's what Jesus, the Messiah, the King, the Good Shepherd, the Lamb, that's what he said. So I'm going to always put my eggs in that basket. He made the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate humility move in history that will never be topped. There'll never be another light like Jesus lighting up this earth. Stop leaning on the understanding of these people and this rhetoric and this nonsense, and lean on Jesus. His yoke is easy, burden is light. Lean on it. That's what'll get us through. But outside of that, if you want to support my channel, you like what I'm doing over here, you can always hit that thanks button. Has a little heart next to it on YouTube. You can buy me a coffee, donate on PayPal. Check out the links in my description. Books I recommend, products I use to make these videos possible. All that stuff is linked down below. You don't got to do any of that at all. Just showing up, showing out. I appreciate you tuning in. Whatever we've developed in this time since I've been on your screen, I'm grateful. Whether you hate me or love me, I'm still going to pray for you. So until next time, I love y'all. Godspeed. I'm gone.